Hello. I'm sleeping in a hammock. We're gonna go to the Qitana Ravel. Qitana? 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 Qitana Ravel. Going with the NPCs again. Got Urianje, Infilia, and Yashtola with me. Okay, so this first plays. It might look like this is a boss. Oh, not this. But... oh, what's going on here? Oh, I got my initials here, and since I'm just running with the NPCs, I'm switching it to see my full name. If you didn't know, you can change it so you see different abbreviations of your name or the whole party list. The NPCs' names don't get covered, but if you're running it with like regular people, you can change how you see their names and stuff. Anyway, this first thing, you think it's like a boss, but it's not. It's actually just a really big ad. But there are some mechanics here, so I'm just gonna call it the boss, whatever. So here, Wrath of Ronka, there are these things on the side. Okay, back it up a little. Like this, okay. See these things on the side? If they're lit up and there's a line tethered to the boss, then they're gonna do an attack that way. And then you'll notice that there are these rocks here. This one and this one. You need to use both of these to like dodge different things. Okay. So for this first one, boss is tethered, little boss is tethered to these. Okay, so this, and then this one, this one, this one. And so that means a bunch of attacks or line AoEs are going to be coming from this side. Okay. Now, because of this rock here, it will block the thing, and so this spot will be okay. This one doesn't have anything covering it, so it will be full. However, for this row, there's a rock right here, and so this spot will be okay. Alright. So you basically have to look at which things are lit up. See on this side, it's not lit up. And then, or you can look at the tether. If it's hard to figure out what the tethers are, then just look for the ones that are lit up. Alright, let's go. So I'm gonna hide behind this rock, and then we'll watch this cast go off. See, there we go. So over here where they're standing is clear, and over here where I'm standing is clear because we have these big rocks that we can hide behind. And Philia didn't stand behind the rock. She was a little greedy with doing damage. Ronkin Abyss, okay, AoE underneath somebody. Ronkin Fire is like the tank thing, okay. Wrath of Ronka again. This time again it's all on this side. Okay, see, it can be on this side or this side. At the beginning they're just showing us the mechanics. So it's all on this side, and so again I'm gonna go hide behind the rock on this side. And Philia is again not hiding. So you take a little bit of damage, but I mean, I guess it's fine. But if you want to mechanically understand that, that's what's going on. Okay, Rock and Abyss targets a random person and then drops an AoE there. So just dodge that. Ronk and Fire, tank thingy. Okay, once again, Wrath of Ronka, hide behind rock. Okay, Wrath of Fire, tank thingy. Okay. So this, okay, and then this AoE, just dodge it. So we understand what happens there, right? Now we're gonna go pick up like ads, actual ads. And Running with NPCs is always going to be tricky if you want to do bigger pools. Like, you can just park it right here and do this single pool, one pack pool with 3 enemies there, that's fine. Or you can try to pick up everything and do a wall-to-wall pool. I'm going to try here to pick up everything. And the strategy here that I've learned with the NPCs is to always look back on my minimap to make sure all of the ads are still following me, and I turn my camera too. Because if any of them are straggling back here like that, then I kind of stop and go back and pick it up, or else the NPCs will stand back there, and then I don't get any heals, and then I'm gonna die. So I risk getting hit with auto attacks just to make sure that I make sure the NPCs are following me. I see one straggling back there, but they're still kind of following, so I come up. Okay, so yes, I did bring all of these to this mini boss here. Okay, so we get this mechanic, Wrath of Ronka, and now it's not just on this side. We got 2 on this side, so I don't see these lit up, but also because my camera's not showing it, I can see that there's a tether. There's 2 tethers. So there's 2 on that side, and then over here 1, 2, 3, but there's actually 4 tethers. And so I know that it's gonna go across like that, okay? Now, at the same time, yes, I am doing a very big pull, and so I'm staggering my mitigation a lot here. There's also an AoE back there. So, gotta be very careful if you do a big pull like this. Okay, so here we go, see? Back. Remember, it's these things on the side. Hide behind these rocks, okay? And watch out for the AoEs. And I'm watching out, making sure that my NPC friends are following me here. If you're in this with regular people, like actual people, like you don't have to keep track of it as much. You would assume they will just follow you, but because I'm running it with NPCs and I can't exactly talk to them, I do play a certain way to do big pulls like this. Okay, so I got the 4 on this side, 2 on this side. Okay, and then I'm watching out for AoEs. Okay, see, so we have the clear spot over here because there's a rock over here, and then we have the clear spot on this side because I'm hiding behind this rock, and then it like reflects back like that. However, as you see, there is a line AoE right here coming from one of the ads, and so I'm like, okay, well, I got this small little pocket right here that I can stand in. Okay, so only do a big pool like this if you think you can manage all this. The ad, like keeping all the ads on you if you're tanking, and also being able to read the tethers and the lines, and then this stuff. Okay. Okay. How's it going? See, I'm moving in the corner. Everyone's taking some damage. I pop my invuln, alright, and I pop some other mitigations. It's fine. You can't really see anything, I know, but you know, it's fine. I know I'm in there somewhere. Okay, so here I see 3 tethers. And I noticed that they're kind of staggered. Like there isn't one like right here. Like I'm kind of like, okay, so there's 1, 2, and then it probably skips 1, and there's another. And then I also kind of noticed this color is a little different than this one. It's not glowing. And then on this side, it's like, okay, there's 1 over on there, and here, and here. But, you know, as tank, I am usually going to hang out on this side, wherever this rock is. And so all I really care about is if it's going to be on this side of the rock or this side of the rock. Okay, so I back it up a little, and I'm like, well, over here I don't see any tethers, and I see 2 tethers coming on this side, and even if geometrically or physically, one of those stem, it's either going to be this, or like this one on the bottom. And in any case, it's on this side. And so I'm just going to stand on the other side of the rock so the rock can just protect me from stuff. And while that's happening, I'm still using my AoE stuff on the ads and watching out for line AoEs and things like that. Okay, like watch out for this line AoE. Okay, so once again, I'm like, okay, there's this. So I gotta figure out if this arrow, this tether, is going to hit me or not. So I turn my camera a little. See, I turn my camera to look, and then so when I'm moving over here, I'm moving on the other side of the rock. I have enough time to kind of figure out, okay, is it far back on here or is it this one? And then being on this side of the rock and turning my camera in that way, I see, oh, this tether goes across this row, so it's gonna, so this tether goes on this one, and then this one goes to here, and I got this big rock so I can stand on this side. Yes. And because I'm still pretty close to everything, they still get hit with my AoE. But I don't get hit with this stuff because I'm behind the rock. If it's too much, again, just do smaller pulls. You know, it's okay. Okay, so here I turn my camera and I'm like, okay, I don't see this one lit up. So that means that on this side is probably gonna get hit, and so this is the safe side. So I go on the other side. And I position myself back on this side just because I know it's a little bit closer to like everyone else, just to try to like center, because like the main boss is kind of standing in the middle here, right? Okay, so now for here I see the tether. There's tethers going out, and there is one over here, but when I look at this one, it's lit up, and so that means this area is not going to be good. So I just stay on this side. Ooh, watch out for the line AoEs. And the whole time I am also kind of keeping track of my health. I've got clemency I can use if I'm unsure if the NPC is going to heal me fast enough. Okay, and go on the opposite side of the lit up owl. Okay, so here, again, I turn my camera, I'm like, okay, this, actually all of these are not lit up. This last one is, so I'm going to go on the other side of the rock. Okay, so yeah, that was a big pool. Okay, so you turn my camera a little bit, I'm like, okay, yeah, that side, this side is lit up, so I'm gonna stay on this side. So at this point, I was like, oh, okay, I just gotta look at the eyes. It's way easier for me just to look at the eyes, because I'm like, this is my rock. Is it the eyes on this side lit up, or the other side? And then I just go on the side that it's not lit up on. It's binary, you know? Alright. Cool, we took care of all the ads. It wasn't even a boss. Okay, first actual boss. Lozat. I don't know how to pronounce things. Okay, so this boss has like, it kind of looks like drumsticks, but like mittens for hands. We're gonna have to keep an eye on those. Oh, stone fist, my bad, man. Stone fist. That's the tank buster. It was tank buster, right? Shoot, I wasn't paying attention. We're gonna have to pay attention to those later, because they're gonna like burn bright. Yeah, the same passive. And do some damage. So, okay, Sun Toss. We got an AoE back there. Dodge that. Wolzer's Scorn. Probably a Raid Ride. Yeah. Cause it sounds like a big move, you know? Ooh, he's Scorn. He's very angry. He's probably gonna attack everyone. Okay, lots happened right there. We had the AoE, the Sun Toss, okay? But we also have this thing back there. And it does a half cleave of the room. Alright? So, well, you see, there's a line here. If you get hit with that, like I did, you get this much damage and a vulnerability up. So I got audible instead. We'll see it again. We'll see it again. Okay, heat up. This is the arm thing I was talking about. Okay, so this side is like lit up. It's glowing now. Oh, he's gathering ethereal energy. Okay, so whichever side is lit up, that side is gonna get cleaved. Okay, so there we go. Here's the line. You don't want to stand on that side. Okay. Per usual, we're gonna see a repeat of mechanics. So Stone Fist is a tank buster. We're gonna see the mechanics again, but they're gonna like overlap with each other. Okay, heat up. So here we go. Okay, so his right shoulders and right side in general is heat up. The Scorn thingy, alright. We get a bit of a raid wide, but then also this thing pops up on a side, okay? And it's on this side, so it'll be more like half thing like this, okay? So this side of the stage is not going to be good. But then also we've got this heat, this thing on this, so he's gonna like blast part of the stage. But the thing is, he's gonna move. Okay, so this is okay. Ronkin statue begins emitting an eerie glow, so that's this thing, and that's half the stage. And then see how he turned just a little bit? It's very subtle, but he'll turn a little bit, because at this point it's like, oh man, is this thing gonna take half the stage, and then this glowing arm gonna take the other half of the stage? Like, where are we gonna stand? Well, the subtlety is that right now he's facing this direction, okay, facing the purple wall, facing north, but right there, see how he turned? Now he's facing this way, so now he's facing northwest. And so what we do, hello, my cat just jumped up here. So let's say we got half the stage because of this thing, right? And then this does half cleave, so if his box is like this, and it's like this, let me choose a different color. Purple? No, you can't really see that. Can you see that? Not really. Red. Okay, red. No, we'll do yellow. Yellow. Like this, okay. So the circle of his hitbox is like this. And so that's why I'm dividing it like this, right? So this side, this half is the glowing part. So it's gonna be like this. It's like a hamburger. It's hamburger color. I'm getting distracted. Okay, so basically we can't stand here or stand here, but look what we got. We got like a pizza slice right down here. Okay, so that's how you read this mechanic. I know it's a little tricky. If you're running with NPCs though, they're gonna run to the correct place, so you can follow them. Okay, yeah. See that? So half the stage because of this light, and then this line like this because of the glowing arm. Alright, so you got this spot back here. And we'll see that again. Okay, Sun Toss, random player, AoE, dodge it. Another Sun Toss, get out of there. Stone Fist, Tank Buster. Okay, heat up, so one of the shoulders are gonna get glowy. Okay, this side's the left side. The Scorn thingy is gonna be a raid wide, and also one of the statues are gonna light up. Okay, this time it's this side. Okay, and then the boss is this side is lit up. But again, we're gonna watch. The boss is gonna turn ever so slightly. Oh, not ever so slightly, all the way back. So, what do we have here? We got this. Half of the stage is not good. Okay, and then the boss is like this. Okay, half of his AoE is like this, and so it's like this. Okay, so we actually have a wide area that we can stand in on this side. See? We got this, and then this whole thing. All that's not good, but we have a lot of space over here. Just watch that in real time. So the biggest thing is figure out what side not to stand on for the statue, and then wherever his shoulder is, just don't be on that side either. Okay, Sun Toss, dodge that. Another Sun Toss, dodge that. Stone Fist, Tank Buster. Okay, you're still up. Alright, cool. So that's that fight. If you're geometrically disadvantaged, impaired, if you have difficulty with geometry, I get you. It's difficult for me too. Like, I kind of just have to trust that I might know what I'm doing, or just follow the NPCs. Alright, yeah, so I'm pulling all this stuff. My health, I'm watching out, but yeah, they've got some cone AoEs here to watch out for. But this pack isn't so bad. It's 2 packs that you can bring together pretty easily. They're pretty close to each other too, so I didn't have to watch out too much for the NPCs to follow me. Watch out for the AoEs. Looks like it's the anaconda snake things that are doing the AoEs. So I kind of noticed that, like, I would dodge the AoE by moving towards the party. Usually what I do is I dodge it, and then the AoE goes off, and then I try to move back so that the snake thingies continue staring that way. Because if I stood over here, then they would drop their AoE and face it over here, and then the NPCs would have to move, which we've seen they don't always move. But also, if you're running with other people, it's kind of nice for them then to not have to move, you know? Especially black mages, like your Stola. don't like to move. It's because they got a long cast time, so it's better for them to not move and stuff. I like the music here, it's pretty chill. Oh, watch out for the AoEs in the water. It's coming from the enemies, but like, it might be hard to see it because of the water reflection or shimmery stuff. So again here, this is kind of a long pool, and so I'm checking to make sure that the ads are coming with me and my NPCs are still following me. So I'm kind of turning around a bit to pick them up again to make sure they're catching up. I keep going like that. Again, usually if you're running with like actual people, you don't have to go backwards as much like that. Like, if you miss one, other people should bring the ads to you. Or if you're not tanking and you have an ad on you, just run it to the tank so the tank can pick it up. But yeah, with the NPCs, they don't do that, they just stop. Teamwork, you guys. Alright, watch out for these AoEs. Oh, treasure. Alright, next boss. Bat Squatch? Okay. Tank Buster. That's Ripper Fang. I get the feeling this guy would be like a nice pet. Sound Waves, probably a raid wipe, yeah. Yeah, he looks a little evil, but he's probably very kind-hearted. No, everyone just wants to be loved. Alright, Subsonics. We'll stomp and we'll all get some raid wights here. Watch out for these kind of like AoEs that are dropping. They'll be dropping all over the place here. Some of them are going to drop these like cave needles. Ooh, staglicites or staglamites or something. One of those, you know what I'm talking about? One of them is the one that goes from the top, and then the other one is the one that's from the bottom, in the caves. Those things. So we got a big one here and a big one over here, and as you can see, they're kind of tilting. They're gonna fall down. So there we go. I got hit with it because I didn't get out of the way fast enough. So you get a Vuln stack, and then some damage here. Tower fell. Okay. So those are the things that we're gonna have to dodge for this boss fight. So, and then we got more little AoEs here. The smaller ones seem to just do a little bit of damage, and the bigger ones will drop more stuff. Ripper Fang, Tank Buster. Subsonics again. Okay, so tiny raid wide, and then we got this big one, and then these little ones. Okay, so look, you can already see here, this one's dropping a big thick tower thing. Okay, yeah, see this one's bigger. These small ones here. Alright, so looks like we got this one back here, and it's kind of hard to see because it's all just shadow, but they're clearly there. So it looks like, alright, it's not like this one's gonna fall backwards, so it's probably gonna go like this, right? And it looks by the way that the NPC are standing, they're standing right along the sides of it. So this one's probably gonna fall somewhere up there like that, right? So okay, so I move over. Okay, when the boss is sound wave, then it does a raid wide, and then all these things kind of get knocked. Oh no, it's going this way towards us. Looks like I got hit again by that. Okay. And then you got these small little ones dropping. So watch out when you're running around that stuff. Ripper Fang, Tank Buster. Okay. Stalactite and stalagmite. That's what they're called. Okay, subsonics again. We're dropping the things. Okay, well we also get, you know, raid wides and stuff. But we're also getting the things dropped, okay? Because it's causing a ruckus. So all this stuff's dropping. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, it's causing a ruckus and stomping around and all this stuff's falling. Okay, so this time my strategy, I'm gonna stand right behind it, and so it doesn't fall on me. Okay, now the boss says sound wave, and now they're gonna drop. There's another raid wide, and then everything's gonna drop. Oh my goodness, that one was very close to me. But yeah, the one I was standing behind went this way, so I was good. Got 3 stacks, man. Okay, Tank Buster. Thanks, Urianji, for the heals. Again, you kind of really need to understand, like, geometry and stuff in this dungeon. Man. Like, and how, like, shapes relate to each other, you know? I'm pretty sure that's still in geometry, right? Numbers, in general, and shapes, and just math is not my forte. I enjoy math, but I'm not very good at it. It's a whole thing. Okay, stalactites grow down from the cave ceiling, while stalagmites grow up from the cave floor. Alright, we're doing an ad pull here. Alright, so I'm gonna take this group of ads, go up this tree route, okay? Watching my mini map, making sure they're not staggering. Okay, I noticed one, so I'm like, okay, you still here? Okay. So I make sure I'm grabbing them. Detour to get the treasure coffer? Yeah. So I don't have to come back. Watch out for these AoEs, okay? They're gonna pop up every now and then. Just on the ground. Because they're like ads hanging out in the trees, throwing stuff. But anyway, alright, so I'm just parking it around here. And we got these little AoEs dropping. Okay? is fine. Just focus on your mitigations, focus on your healing, focus on not standing in these AoEs that drop underneath people. See, stuff's getting thrown. Hey, look at your Stola back here. She's got a thing under her, and then this thing's gonna get thrown. See, there's something thrown over there. That's some ad in the tree throwing stuff, okay? Okay. Stalactites grow down from the ceiling. Okay, so for the top, while stalagmites grow up from the cave floor. Okay, stalagmites have T for top, and stalagmites have G for the ground. Man, I can't even spell them regular. I'm not gonna... Okay, but G for the ground, the one with the G. Okay. Ah. I think every 5 years I come across needing to know this information for like 5 minutes, and then I forget it. I think 5 years ago I reread some of the Harry Potter books, and like they mentioned it or something. I was like, oh, interesting. And that's it. Okay, we're done with the ads here. Alright, so now this thing blew up and now we got more ads. Cool. Alright. Here, we're grabbing all this stuff, and again, we got these AoEs, okay? These random AoEs that are getting dropped on us. I'll show you where they're coming from. The dudes in the trees, okay? Their animation of throwing, it looks closer this time than it did before, and so that's how, and it seemed like it was bigger on my camera view, so I was like, are they near us? And lo and behold, look at them, sitting in the tree, throwing shit. I slowed down. I didn't know if I would actually... Is that a bad word? Oh my gosh. You know, when I upload these, I say it's not for children. So, but anyway, they're throwing stuff. It's that white stuff that was in the in Holminster Switch. What is that? I kind of forget. But it's just like this goopy white stuff that all of these, you know, things, like, when they turn. About this stuff. Is that the stuff that turns them? Or is that just... Well, anyway. Okay, so they're throwing stuff at us, okay? So just watch out for that. You know, it's been a while since I've actually done Shadowbringers, so I don't remember all of the lore. And I'm not super into all the lore. But maybe I'll look it up. Dodge these, okay? It's raining whatever they're throwing. Okay, once we deal with that group, now look at them. Now they jump down, and then we take care of those, okay? So, yeah. Like I mentioned in one of the other guides, this duty support where you can run with the NPCs from the story, Shadowbringers was the first time they had that. Before that, they put it in the squadron. They had the squadron stuff where there was like random other NPCs that you could run like optional dungeons with. But this is Shadowbringers, the first time they had the characters from the story run with you. And so the AI was kind of, you know, new but also not new. Like it was probably built onto whatever. But it felt a lot different the way it was run. But if you're used to the A Realm Reborn, Heavensward, and potentially Stormblood AI, those came after the Shadowbringer ones, so it will play a little bit different than what you might expect. Okay, cutscene. Oh, but what I was gonna say is, like, it's probably why they pace the ads out a little bit differently from what I've noticed. Like these Shadowbringers ones, they've paced it out so, like, you can still do wall-to-wall pools, but it's not as crazy as some of the earlier dungeons. It seems a little bit more balanced. So, yeah, I think they did that to help support the NPCs. running with NPCs. Okay, Rend, that's going to be the tank buster. Hound of Heaven, probably a raid ward. Oh, okay. That one actually will jump towards a person. We'll see it a little bit later. You get a tether and it'll jump towards somebody. Okay, Glossolalia. That one's the raid wipe. Viper poison. Ooh, okay, we got AoEs here and here and here. And I'm backing it up a bit, and then I noticed that they're also here and here. Okay, so we got different spots, and when it drops, we got these poison puddles, okay? Poison puddles all over the stage. There's 5 of them. The boss is going to do inhale, and that means wherever you're standing, he's going to bring you towards the belly. And then now these arrows means you're going to get pushed back. Heaving breath. Okay. So wherever you are, you're going to get pushed back. And so you want to position yourself in a way where you're not going to get pushed into the poison. Okay. So I bring it to the side here and I'm like, this looks like I can just slide right there. So that's what I aim for. And that's what we do. So that's a good spot. And the NPCs happen to also be riding that over there. Okay. Ren, tank buster. That little like knock, that's because I'm a paladin and I got a shield. So whenever I use my shield, it will make that noise. Confession of Faith. Okay, we got 2 people with AoEs on them. So we're gonna spread that apart, it does some damage. Ooh, and then it looked like the boss did some fire damage in the front there. Yeah, okay, looks like, yeah, there was some fire in his nostril, the mouth, and then, yeah, we got some fire. I'm not sure if that is like, no, I couldn't control that because I'm standing right here and he's like turning around a lot because he's trying to figure out where I am. But like, there's like a wall here, invisible wall. So I'm trying to center him. But looks like that other thing, I couldn't have controlled it. Okay, Hound out of Heaven. See this tether on somebody? It follows that person. And you need to run away so that it looks like this. Like initially it will have this like spiky look to it. And when you extend it, then it will be more like this kind of look. We'll see it later. I got better footage later. But yeah, so the boss will target one person with that and they have to run away and then the boss will go jump towards them. So you want to kind of get out of that way. Get out of the way of the tether. Okay, Viper Poison. So we got this, and then the ones up here, and then it looks like one extra person is going to get the poison thing on them. So they need to drop it somewhere. Okay, so she's dropping it over here, which is nice. It's out of the way. But if you kind of put it in the middle of the way, it kind of makes it difficult for people to run around in. But yeah, so you'll know what the boss inhales, and then we get pushed away. So again, I'm going over here and here. So I stepped into the poison, and yeah, you get poisoned, just to confirm that that's what you get poisoned. Ren, tank buster. Hound out of Heaven. Okay, so this is, okay, see this thing? See how the tether on her has like these spikes? As she continues running away though, it changes. Do you see that? Okay, we got the spikes, and then she runs far away enough, and the spikes go away, and it just looks like a string of like, whatever this looks like, you know? It's different. It's not the spiky one. So the spiky one means you're still a little too close to the boss, and if the tether changes to the long, more stringy looking thing, as opposed to the spikes, then you're probably far away enough and you're not gonna die from the thing. Still took half her health, but yeah. Okay, so Confession of Faith. Look, okay, well, we have a stack marker here, and usually with the stack marker you want to stay close to the boss. Oh, this Confession of Faith, the two heads on the side are doing this thingy. Okay, I stood close to the boss to stack, but everyone else ran to the center, and so it didn't do me too much good, but I'm a tank, so I took it fine. But if you are running this and with the NPCs, if you're running this with the NPCs and you're not the tank, then you have to run to them if you have the stack marker, okay? Because I thought they were running to me, but clearly they weren't. They all went that way, okay? So then I took the stack by myself. So, and you probably can't take that by yourself if you are not the tank. Okay, well anyway. Yeah, so make sure you run to them if you have the stack marker. Okay, raid wide. Well, we can check, okay? We can check. I got 32. Okay, I can totally do math. Let's do it. 32k. Okay, and then when I got hit with the stack marker, I was at 31. Let's just say 32 and then 13, like this one, this, what's that, 9, 10, 11, 12, 2, 1, so like 19k of damage. And if you'll take a look here, the healer has 17. Okay, yeah, my affiliate has 19k. So yeah, if you take that stack by yourself, you'll probably die if you're not the tank. Okay, so that's why you gotta run to other people. Oh wait, it says it right here, 15. Oh, I blocked some of it. Wait, what? The ADHD is catching on. I'm hyper focusing. Let's figure this out. Okay, I used my passage of arms. I was also getting auto attacks. Okay, I'm taking auto attacks. Let's see. And so I took this auto attack. Wait, okay, so then add this to that, then that's probably how I got close to like 19, okay. But I blocked some of it. Okay. But I actually had 31. So, you know, just move on. Math. I don't know why I tried to do math right there. Okay. But yeah, so just go to the NPCs if you have the stack markers so you don't die. So there's a raid wipe. Another raid wipe. Hound out of Heaven. Okay, so this is the tether thing. And it looks like Urianju is the one with the tether, yeah. So it jumps towards him. Ren. Tank Buster. Remember to use your mitigations for tank busters. If you're tanking. Viper Poison. Okay, so we got the things on the sides and stuff, and then one person extra now has, one person drops it somewhere. Okay. So for this, I'm gonna, I run off. So wherever you are, it's gonna suck you towards it. And here, if you stand here in the center, you'll get pushed through the poison puddle, and then see, take the poison. And yeah. Whoa! That was a whole thing. Lots of math and geometry in this one. Oh, but look at this little pause! Wait. Okay. Look at its paws. It's so cute. It's going back to the break. I'm like, I did a good job. Yeah, you did a good job. Adorable. Okay. Anyway, I hope that was informative. That was the 3rd dungeon of Shadowbringers, so you're really moving along. Nice. Good job, everybody. Have fun with the story. See ya. Goodbye.